All right. Oh, I've got my. Hold on. I'm the one that's got the thing on the wrong channel. I'll just go back to roll so that we can see the actual game with all the arrows. Now, beg my pardon. So, if you're on the roll, actually, can I just get a quick sound check from one of you? Can someone say something? Just make sure that it's coming through. Fuck, it's not coming through. All right. I knew it would do this to me. I just freaking knew it. You bastard. Okay. Give me 1 second then. Yes, I'm pretty sure I do want to remove that. This time it'll work. So I'll just grab the audio coming off my headphones. Anyone say something? Am I getting anything? No. Okay. Okay, audio output capture, just go for it. Just now test it. Yep. Sorry, guys.
Testing.
Yeah, there we go. We are good to roll. Okay, awesome.
Damn it.
Okay, so let me just position this silly thing. So RC, there you are. Eric the Ripper, there you are.
I should be here somewhere.
Eric, you're up there. Ripper, you're there. I'm the bad guys. I'm going to create a new one, but it doesn't have to be done right now.
And are you creating a map here?
Are you guys not able to see the map on?
I see the map.
I'm seeing them on roll.
Yeah.
Are we on roll for map?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not seeing particularly your marks.
Ah, they might be. That's okay. I don't think we need them anymore. Okay, so let's just quickly run through the map so that everyone remembers where we're at. So we had the 105 gun emplacements spinning around in the square boxes. There are 4 of them. You've found the first machine gun location, which was in the gap between the hedgerows as you cross the open field, which almost cost the life of some of the members of your team, but I rolled really badly, so there you go. Lucky for you. You have suppressed a machine gunner who was in the farmhouse, which is the black rectangle up against the road. There was a machine gunner firing from the second-story window. There was much gunfire and I think a grenade, if I remember correctly.
There was a grenade initially, yes.
Yes.
I think thrown by myself.
Yes, and if I remember correctly, not actually landing inside, but I may be recalling incorrectly. You've seen...
we were going to take away all his grenades for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the grenade bounced. But anyway, you have also got you've also realized there's a machine gun point at the end of the dotted line, which is a slit trench leading out towards the south of the map. So if north, which it is facing directly up, then south facing directly down. Utah Beach, for those of you who care, is towards the east from where you're located. So you're actually coming in from the west. And gunfire has ensued. You have... Oh, one last thing. There were a couple of German infantry, to pronounce it kind of vaguely like a German, parked out front of the second rectangular building, which seems to be a barn. That is the building on the other side of the 2 trees in the map. And those 2 gentlemen did not seem to be for the changing. They were sticking to the doors that they were in front of.
Yes, and we have switched our attach them. I just want to point out my grenade was on target. Somebody threw a grenade in the trench and almost blew up Billy Ripper.
Yeah,
Yes.
I believe.
Exactly.
That was the bouncing grenade.
You threw the grenade at the building, and then the guy that's with me
Yeah.
in the dugout threw the grenade towards the officers
Oh, yes.
that
that's
are
right.
in the rectangular dotted line
Yes.
dugout, and that one bounced.
That's right. It bounced back. Was it you?
Yeah.
Was it you, Ripper? Were you the? Anyway, it doesn't matter now. Someone threw a grenade. It
Yeah,
landed
exactly.
on the camouflage netting.
I
No, I'm
think
innocent
Ripper
in
may
that.
have taken a bit of a blowback from that grenade,
Indeed.
but
I did, but I wasn't
not
up
hurt.
for it.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
It was Cowboy that threw that grenade.
Ah, well.
It was Cowboy that threw the grenade. Yeah.
All right. So we will quickly move forward in the action. So good news. Even as you've launched the assault, and I will ask for one of you to make for me a. It's not going to be. Yes, it's going to be there. A perception roll, please. Can I get a perception roll from? Actually, I think the first person who'd probably have a chance of noticing is yourself, Eric. Eric. You're the first person who's got a chance of noticing this. Make a roll.
Me, Vineshank,
please.
you mean? My perception is shite, but
Awesome.
I'll roll it anyway.
Yes, this is.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything. I'm focused on those two people outside the barn. I shot at them in the last round, but I think I missed.
Cool. Okay, so you notice nothing. You see nothing.
No.
All right. Okay. Who? You're by yourself, right? Because Ripper, you're up here doing the dugouts. I think we'll assume
Me
Eric
and my loader are by who's my loader?
Well, I think
I
right
think
as
one
of now
of the-
it's Maximilian St. Thorpe.
I thought that was one of the NPCs, one of the guys we picked up.
Mm.
That was Bazooka Man himself.
That's right. But
Yeah,
but
we're up there. We've joined with a different squad because I was in the open.
Yes, and you
and,
felt exposed after you were shot at by a
Felt
machine gun.
exposed. Yeah,
It's weird how that works.
go figure.
Go figure, exactly. All right, so you, so Muhammad, just to slow it down and bring you into frame. So you are part of this squad of cludged together individuals. So you all jumped out of an aeroplane. You're sort of the group. You're the remnant of the 17 men who made the jump. You don't know where most of them are. They were lost in the wind.
We saw three of them in a tree.
You
I
did.
seem to remember.
Around this base, yes, you did, yes.
On the other side of this field.
On the outside of this field. You've picked up a number of other troops with you, so there's about 12 of you at the moment, charging forward in 4 groups of 3, give or take. Maybe it was closer to 15. Your Maximilian, sorry, Per, we're just grabbing you if you watch this at some later point. I apologise for the just complete theft of your character sheet. You're part of the assault team. I'm going to put you with Matt for the sake of simplicity, so you'll be part of that squad.
Oh. Maximilian was my buddy anyway. So.
Yeah, so follows. So, and there's, just so you're aware, there's like Germans everywhere and they're not your friends.
Really? Okay.
I know, it's random. Now, at this point, we had thrown a grenade onto the command post thinking, yay, we'll catch them by surprise. Unfortunately, you did catch them by surprise because when the grenade bounced off, they all woke up. Okay, so getting right into the action then, I'm just going to ask for a declaration of actions. Ripper, what do you want to do?
All right. Well, he's looking a little bit worse for wear, so he's going to be seeing as the situation calls for it. I think he's going to try and put covering fire down on the position of the woken up things by suppressing fire with his Garand.
All right. So you're basically doing sort of emptying the clip kind of movement with your Garand, just pouring fire. A la, because I've been rewatching Band of Brothers recently, a la the scene where they all just are like just firing, and then emptying the clip and popping it back in and firing again. Good scene, actually. Okay, so you're pouring suppressing fire into that bunker to keep people's heads down.
Yeah, I'm relying on someone else to do the charge, I think, at this point, because he's only got 2 endurance, so he's feeling a bit shaky and not willing to risk his life for that one.
All right, and RC, you're part of that unit, so what are you doing, my friend?
Yeah. Is it really a bunker or is it an open dugout? Where the officers are, I mean.
Is it really a bunker or an open dugout?
So directly to the east of us, because I drew a cross where I am. That's where I should be normally.
Yep, that's fine.
So that rectangular piece is that open topped or is it really a bunker?
Well, it has. So I'm just ruling that it's got camouflage netting over the top of it. It's a dugout. I think it's I'm going to rule that it's not a bunker. It's definitely a dugout. So there's camouflage netting over the top. There's sandbagging in front of it. Mostly the good news for you, facing in the wrong direction. And you're coming in along the slit trench, which of course gives you direct access. But you can see German soldiers are filling the space quickly, and maybe there's even like 1 or 2 guys running along the slit trench towards the next artillery emplacement.
Okay, then I'm gonna throw a grenade as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
No, look, I
I'm
like the
very
ambition.
close to it.
I like the ambition.
I'm very close to it. It's what it will be, what, 5 yards, something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think I've got a very high rate of success coming my way.
All right. Well, so can I get from you two then, separately but at the same time, can someone roll for me? Well, sorry, not someone. Ripper, could you do your emptying of your Garand roll? So you're putting in suppressing fire. So we're trying to accumulate successes, and if those successes are basically in effect a challenge that the Germans have to risk to make a decision to do something, and then if they do something, then it's also the number they have to avoid to not get injured when they do it. So that's your role, and RC, can you hurl a grenade with your, I'm pretty sure it's calisthenics skill, please?
Calisthenics, where is that? Okay, so that's 4 dice. Do I get extra dice for the grenade itself?
Nope. Grenades are small.
It's only 4 then.
Bricks. Yeah. Now, if you wanted to, you could use your fast action to aim. I think that would be legit. You can take a little bit more time to hurl your grenade with some degree of consideration. So I'll give you a bonus die if that's all you do.
Yeah. I'll use the fast action to hurl it a bit more accurate.
Yep.
Oh shit! I'll throw in an extra d6. Sorry, because I only drew 4. I'm gonna do another roll. No 6s, I think. Yeah, no success.
Okay, would you like to push that roll?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Seems wise. Okay. All right, you do that. Ripper, what did you get for your burst fire, my friend? Hello.
Sorry, I was on mute. So I rolled 7 die, 4 for my agility, plus 1 for range combat, plus 2 for the suppressive fire. And I amazingly rolled 4 3s and 3 6s, which was an interesting, roll. But it was perfect, really. I was very surprised to only see 2 numbers come up on the thing.
You're
but yeah,
pouring fire into this dugout, and like Germans are ducking and weaving, but you've actually, 3 successes is pretty damn fine. So I'm just gonna check. What do they have to? They have to roll their guts, I'm pretty sure, to even get up and do something with that level of suppressive fire. Although I can probably use a foo bar if I want to give them Give him 6 dice. Oh, gee whiz, 2 successes. Well done, you guys. Okay, so they can do something, but they're going to be risking it. All right, so where did the grenade land, my friend? Did it land?
Well, actually, no.
No.
It no, no sixes. I've got on the reroll. I have 1-1, so that's a foobar, I think.
It is a foobar. That is true. All right, so you guys are hurling grenades. They're just not landing. You're obviously the need to arc them up is not working in your favour. There's machine gun fire, however, and the rest of the unit, I'll assume, is supporting you in your suppressive fire. So they're all ducking and weaving and dodging for a second. Okay, so flicking to you, Maximilian. You are there with Matt, who has a bazooka. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Strapped over my back at the moment. I'm using my carbine.
You're using your carbine.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure you also have... Oh, we never put a weapon in against your character. Okay, you have a carbine as well at this point. However, I have a question for you. You are also trained as a medic.
Yeah, I noticed that. But I cannot add the sheet is locked for me. I cannot add the carbine.
No, sorry.
No.
So, just
make a note of this, which is there's no bonus on the carbine. The rate of fire is 1 or 3 or the whole magazine. In my book, I've put down ammo 15B, but I have 15 bullets. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure about the full magazine? Because that would be full auto. With a carbine, that's impossible because those things aren't full auto.
Well, it says 1/3/all, and I think I copied it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
By all means, look it up.
It's
range is 40 meters. Damage is 1d10.
1d10 damage.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Damage is what? No. So damage from the carbine is...
Oh, range damage is +3. I've got here. I don't know what that means.
Range damage is +1. It does semi-auto. Yeah, 15B. And all is for suppressive fire. So that's where you just empty the clip to keep people busy. It's not full auto per se. It's actually just you clicking the trigger a lot.
Right.
So
where Matt and I are on the map on group D, A, B.
Yeah, you're in group D.
So we are. See where this arrow is up here. Sorry, you can't see my cursor. See where there's the letter B, and then there's an arrow that goes across everybody else's charge. That's me running the shit away from where I was getting shot to ribbons by a machine gun up to that bit of cover. So we are in the bushes at the apex of the arrow.
Okay, so you're still
Just
in the bushes.
the pink bee. Just to clarify.
Yeah, in the south. Okay, I can see the pink point under the bee.
Yeah, but we are actually up at the follow the arrow up from the bee, and we are at the very tip of the arrow currently.
Okay. So,
and I spotted in the last session and shot but missed 2 soldiers who are keeping a guard mysteriously over the contents of this barn. I imagine they're shooting at us now as well.
Yeah, I'll probably maybe try to take one shot at them.
Yeah, by all means. A single shot. Yep. Do you want to spend your slow action to aim, which will give you a bonus die on your range combat roll?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you want to spend... So you've got a slow action and a fast action. It's kind of year 0 slow fast. You can use a fast action to aim, which will give you a bonus dice when you shoot.
Sure. I'll aim and shoot. So do I take an extra ammo dice for the weapon or simply the range combat only?
You've got the range combat, and did the weapon give a bonus to? Does the M1? Hold on, I'll look. Literally looking
Okay,
at it
so
right now.
one
Single shot
one
gives
for
you
range.
no bonus.
Okay,
If
so
you use
one
rapid
for range
fire,
combat.
where you just empty basically a short burst of 3 shots, you'll get +1 dice.
No, let's not push my luck first. I'll single shot. Okay, so 1 for range combat, 1 for aiming, and 3 for the agility. Yep. No, it's a miss.
Yes.
What's the penalty of pushing?
The penalty of pushing.
Have you got any ones?
Have you got any ones? Yeah.
Yes, I got a 1.
So
Okay.
you can't re-roll that one, and that and any other ones you get will be foo bars,
It's
which could
similar
make
to
something go wrong for you.
it's similar to Forbidden Lands. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
so,
like Forbidden Lands. That's right. So you can use up you've got what's called a lucky strike. You've got 1 at the moment. You can use that to re-roll all the dice, and that includes the 1. Else, yes, you can't re-roll the 1, and I get a foo bar for it. Woo.
Okay, let's not get my luck on the first time. Let me roll without the 1. And I got 1 success. But I got another 1.
Okay, so you got 2 1s, and
No, the first one I didn't roll it.
right,
But
yeah,
on my second roll, I got a 1/6, and I got a 1, also a 1.
yeah. So there's 2 1s and a 6. All right. Well, that's goodness for me. You may roll 2d10, please. Sorry, it's a d10 system. Do you want me to roll it,
2d10.
or have you got 2d10s?
No, I have.
Nice.
D10 for
I have
damage.
it.
Just tell me what the first
I
one is,
have
and then what the
D10.
second one is.
Okay.
Oh, hold
First
on. What
one.
am I saying? Oh no, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, the first one is a 3.
Okay. Yep. Don't worry about the second one. All right.
Okay.
You wing the guy, but he doesn't seem badly injured. Okay, I've got a roll for these Germans to see if they can. So I've given them a general roll. So a couple of the Germans are able to move, but I will need to roll to see whether they can avoid being winged on their way through. I have a doubt. I'm not going to lie. All right. So Matt, do you want to tell me what you want to do? So, what you doing, Matt?
Yeah, I want to take these Germans out. I shot on impulse last time. This time I'll take the time to aim, and
Okay.
and yeah, I'm trying to take them down. What are
Roll
the
one.
advantages of shooting a burst of 3 then, if I can do that?
Yeah, well, it gives you +1 dice. That's literally what the advantage is. So you burn 3 bullets for 1 bonus die, in effect.
Right.
Because you're not using a machine gun, so it's not really a burst. It's just rapid fire.
So the +2 it would be then if I aim and shoot 3.
Correct.
Right.
Si, senor.
Okay. So I'm not great at light weapons. So I'm going to do that. Aim and shoot 3.
Okay.
So clear those dice.
Pour on the fire.
Particularly because I'm down. Actually, yeah, I'm nicked. So I'm assuming this is going to cost me 1d6 anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, Nick only affects Nick affects physical strength-based skills.
Well,
so
only strength-based skills.
Yeah. So if
cool. Okay then, I will roll an extra d6, and there we go.
No change, but you do get a success.
But I did get a success. Dare I? I'm going to
roll that d10. Tell me what it looks like.
So roll the d10.
Yeah,
okay, you're right. You don't push it.
Oh, you can push it. Sorry, it's completely up to you. My apologies.
No, I didn't push it. I got 7.
Oh, 7. And the damage bonus of the weapon was 2, was it not? Or was it 1?
I think you said it was 1. I don't know what I've written down here. I've got range damage +3.
Yeah, that's
And damage roll, I guess that's +1.
That's +1. Okay, so on a damage roll of +1 on a 7. Damage. That's hit
I guess that makes
damage
8.
roll. Just want the goddamn damage roll. Okay, all right. So that's an 8. So 2 points of damage. Okay, so that German is wounded but not taken out. He looks like a bit of a more serious German than some of the other Germans you've seen. So you see the bullet. You wing him. The grenade goes off. Ripper. A couple of guys try to stand up and move, but your unit is doing a damn fine job of suppressing. And I think they're going to take hits. Yeah, they do. Wow, yeah. Would you like to roll a d10 damage roll for me, please?
Oh, I'd love to roll a d10.
As you pour, as you and the unit pour fire into the space.
Music to my ears, Tom. All right. That's a 2.
Okay. So what happens for limit test is failed. The character suffers a single hit. The damage roll is hit simply +1 modifier. This avoids having random returns. Additionally, there's another round. Active failure. The rest of the same round means anyone entering the field. That's what I thought. Okay, so these guys are trying to, like, literally, you've got them. I'm just going to rule that the commander and his offsiders are basically completely suppressed. So one of them stands up to move and, kind of, gets shot and falls back. And the other two go, or the other 4, I should say, go, yep, no, we've thought about it. We'll stay here. We're an artillery unit, not a infantry sort of assault division. So yes, you are, at this point at least, holding them down against the thing. Okay, it's the Germans go. Yay! Germans. Okay, so something you see happen is, I don't know if anyone recalls, but there was a German Kampferwagen kind of parked next to the townhouse, and
Yeah, it was a Kubelwagen.
Sorry, Kubelwagen.
Yeah.
Kubelwagen. Yes, the weird little,
Yeah, the VW thing.
The VW thing, the VW Jeeps. So, sort of popping out of that now, or running into it, I should say, and sort of pushing in front of them, or pushing in front, holding to the side. You see a couple of guys in black uniforms. So you've seen so far all these guys are kind of in olive green, kind of. I think it's olive green. It'll do for now. German uniforms, so greys and greens. Coming out of that house, you see a couple of guys in black uniforms.
Are they the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, they might be. You see one of them sort of gesturing to the other. Sorry, I just saw Bruce's comment. You see one of them gesturing to to one of his outsiders, who's this big hulking sort of classic German. You can imagine, if you've seen it, the tank commander from Kelly's Heroes right at the end, the Tiger tank commander, who's also SS. Anyway, I'm not going to touch that statement. So he's got a big scar running down his face. He's big and hulking and big. He kind of throws this individual who's clearly like a farmer or something, sort of off to, sort of throws him down to the ground and just shoots him.
Oof. Brutal.
Just shoots him on the ground, just throws him to the ground and shoots him. They're making their way to the Kubelwagen, and clearly intending to make their way away from the scene. The 2 Germans that you guys have been shooting return fire at this point, so that is the 2 Germans in front of the house. You see one of the Germans is opening up door with their SMG in hand. So I think he will get a... The guys who shoot at you, though, they're just going to empty. They're going to do the same thing to you you're doing to them. So one of the guys turns with his SMG and basically pours fire pretty loosely, but into the area that you guys are shooting from. The other one opens the door and has disappeared into the barn. So I'll just roll for the guy who is doing suppressive. Yep, I think that's right. That'll do for now. All right, so you guys are definitely suppressed. So you can make guts rolls next round when it comes around to kind of do something, despite the fact you're getting bullets. Just to clarify the rules. Sorry, I'll just...
Which guys are getting suppressed? Sorry.
That is Matt and Max.
Me and Mohammed.
Eric and Max.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Eric and Max and their unit. At this point, though, good news, just so you're aware, you hear running feet from behind you, and one of you looks... I'll just assume you look behind, and you can see a whole stack more paratroopers now running across the open field behind you. Almost another full unit's worth of paratroopers obviously reinforcing you. So the gunfire has drawn the attention of support, and you can actually see your actual lieutenant in amongst that group, who we will deal with in a second. Can I get... And then the officers are suppressed, so that machine gunner unit, you can't really do very much. Here we are. That's right. That's right. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, and I
can never
guess
tell if that, oh God, is us or you.
it's a bit of
needs
both,
to be
really.
worried.
It's a bit of both. And you see that the artillerymen, who make up most of the rest of the unit here, have now pretty much fully woken up. They're getting their rifles. They don't have anything heavier duty than that. And starting to kind of shoot back, in effect. So we'll also roll for their attack. We'll assume at least one of them is going for the unit that is suppressing. So, which is yourself, just to be clear, RC and Ripper.
Billy.
Wow, I am rolling super well. Okay, you are also being suppressed as they pour fire back. All right, new round. What do you want to do? If you want to move, and this is an important point, if you're laying down, I'm going to rule, and you don't move, you just want to shoot back, you need to make a guts roll to do something, but if you make that guts roll and you choose not to move and just fire, all good. You don't have to make a roll versus suppression, because you're not actually jumping up into bullets and saying, I want to move from here to here. If you try and move in any direction, you will receive a requirement.
So, just as a hypothetical here, if I wanted to assemble my bazooka,
Yeah.
a gut roll, but is that movement? Obviously, I'm back to whatever tree I'm ducked behind when the suppressive fire started.
So I think it's the guts roll. Putting together
everything's a guts roll, isn't it? When you're
suppressed. Yeah. No, I think that's fine. I think I'd allow that. So if you just stay with your back against the tree and you're just kind of fitting the tube together, which is literally what it involves, then I'm good with you just doing that while doing nothing else. But it will be your full action.
There is at least one vehicle. Yeah, the whole turn. There's at least one vehicle going and potentially another one about to come out of the barn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're doing that. Make a guts roll for me. Max.
And how do I make a guts roll?
It is a it's
empathy plus your guts.
Plus your guts.
Oh, I'm good at this. Right. He said
famous last words.
Right. And I'm so I'll just roll that. Well, I'm not that good. I'm gonna re-roll that. Yeah, 1 foobar, but 2 6s.
All right, no worries then. All right, so you Thank you very much. I'm accumulating fubars at a rate of knots here, which is quite exciting. You can do it. So that's it. That's what you're doing this round. You're putting the bazooka tubes together. Max, what are you doing? Maxie, that's you.
So they are now suppressing us with fire.
Yes, it turns out that everyone likes. If you can't see your target, the best option is I just pour fire in that general direction.
Spray bullets everywhere.
That's right. Spraying bullets everywhere being a completely valid response to other people shooting at you.
Spray and pray. Okay.
Yeah.
Will it be possible if I hurl a grenade into this bunker?
So it's not a bunker. So to be clear, what you are looking at is a barn. So there's a barn, and there's a guy standing in front of it. He's crouched down. He's got his, his SMG anyway. He's got his SMG in his hands, and he's emptying bullets into your area. Now, he stops suppressing you the moment he takes damage, because turns out being shot can be distracting too.
Okay. Yeah, I will try to hurl a grenade then.
Okay, guts check first, please, so that you can do something.
Okay, so it's empathy for me. Okay, I have 0 guts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 5. Using the effect dice. 2 successes.
Hey, there you go. That's what we're talking about. All right.
And for the grenade, what roll?
It's a calisthenics roll.
Okay, I guess I'm not very athletic in it.
It's under strength.
Yeah, okay. Same 5 dice also. One success.
I was about to say you guys should just stop throwing grenades, but it turns out I was wrong. All right, so you hurl a grenade into this guy. Make for me, please, a damage roll, which is a D10. Just roll a single D10.
Make him hurt. Make him hurt.
Yeah. Big 10, big 10, big 10. Oh, it's a 3.
Okay, it's an injury.
Eat this.
All right. Actually, he's already been injured, hasn't he? You shot him last round. He got shot last round. All right. I'm going to rule that he falls.
Yeah.
So the grenade goes off. He's taken minor damage, but it's enough to take him down. So
yeah, he had 2 wounds before.
Yeah, then he's definitely out. Okay, so he collapses to the ground. The grenade explodes next to him. Now, you hear... Actually, we'll worry about that in a second. All right. You've taken out the suppressive fire, so the suppressive fire has stopped, which is an important point. Do you want to give a command to your very small number of men who are with you? You actually have command skill, so I will give you the option of using a fast action to yell an order.
I guess this is the right time to move. I mean, we don't know who's the other one. Yeah, I guess we can move.
Yep, so where do you want them to move? Do you want them to move to the barn? Do you want them to... What's the deal?
Yeah, should we move to the barn, Eric?
I'm busy setting my bazooka up. I've got no idea what the situation is. So it's your choice, Max.
Yeah.
In fact,
I guess
you go ahead. I'll follow you when it's my turn to move.
Yeah, to the barn then.
Okay,
I guess this
all right.
is the safest.
Roll a
place to
command roll for me, please. So which is 6 dice for you.
Empathy. Okay, it's under empathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your guys are basically being dumped down, being shot at. The grenade goes off. The fire stops, and you yell out, "Come on!" And you look sort of.
1 success, but 2 ones.
That's fine. The ones only activate on the push. So
on the push. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like Forbidden Lands. So all right. So yeah, all right. So they get up and charge forward. Okay, that's what's happening over there. RC and Ripper, You are also being... There's return suppression going on now. Now, Ripper, you've emptied your clip. It's a fast action to put a new clip in. But first of all, we need a guts roll. Guts roll.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Let me do that. To guts roll is a 3 + 2 - 1 for my unsureness that I have at the moment. And we have got... Oh, I have failed that. So 1 with a 1 as well. Do I push it? That's the question.
So if you don't push it, you can pull back from the field of fire, but that's really all you can do.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to pull back from the field of fire. It's too risky for me at the moment. So he's having a paralysed moment of fear of the firepower that coming over him.
Yep. Of course, you may also reload, shout out, or do any other action while unexposed and within cover. So you can basically just duck down because you're in the dugout. Actually, yeah, you can just duck down.
Yeah.
So you can just, to your point, you can kind of flip back and slide down the thing with your back to the
wall,
sandbags.
the sandbags, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's his round then. So he's just going to duck down, reload, take a breather, try and pull himself together to do something.
Okay, all right. Now, RC.
Yeah. Now the officers in that dugout we're right next to, they're still suppressed, I guess. Where exactly did the fire from those artillery guys come from? Is that the next?
Yeah, it's from the next bunker.
Okay. The next dugout, the artillery piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Boo! How far is that? It's within 20 meters. It's within 20 meters. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So I send the burst their way.
Okay.
Burst.
Okay. So are you trying to hit the people who are pouring suppressive fire on you, or are you trying to suppress?
I'm thinking of trying to hit them.
Okay.
And that will probably take me a guts chest first.
No. Oh, yes. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Yeah, not good at that, but I'll roll it anyway. No.
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna push that one because there's already one in the.
In your 3 dice, there's already a 1. Yeah. All right. So you guys are basically now ducked down undercover. Is how this is working out, right? So you guys are now ducked down. The unit you're with is now ducked down. The good news is, like I said, you can see coming across the open field a whole stack more paratroopers reinforcing you. The lieutenant is kind of shouting out orders. You do know this lieutenant, and unfortunately, perhaps for him, and fortunately or unfortunately for you, you don't really rate him.
Is he played by David Schwimmer?
It's a fair question to ask at this point. Is he David Schwimmer? So harsh.
Tally ho! If he comes across the field shouting "Tally ho," yeah. Oh no, Hi Ho Silver was it? Hi Ho Silver. Then you know it's him.
Then you know it's him. So what's his name? Sorry, he's a captain. My apologies. Not not a lieutenant.
He is played by Schwimmer.
He is played by Schwimmer. Captain Hamilton Parks. He replaced Moya, who broke both his legs in a training jump. You guys don't really rate him, and you don't really trust him. So you're aware of that. But he is running across with these other troops, and they are now pouring fire in as well. Okay, so that's what you guys do. You just basically stop. The Germans regroup. The commander is shouting orders because the suppressive fire has basically stopped. And you can see that at least 2 Germans now are basically going to try and cross between the command dugout and into yours so that they can stab you with their stabberies. Okay. I think that I think that makes the Germans' turn a turn. Okay, so leaping into the trench with you are 2 Germans. Bayonets affixed to their rifles. They attempt to stab at both of you. So I will roll there. Not great close combat skill. However, having said that, I get a success. So I'll now roll a... Oh, actually, hold on. Do you guys get...
Can I use an action for a parry? Is that possible?
Well,
if it attacks me?
So I'm going to allow it. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think that's legit.
Fast action, I would have thought.
Yep, and you're ducked down anyway. So yes, by all means, please roll your close combat skill to attempt to parry this guy as he attempts to stab you with the bayonet on the end of his rifle. You must get at least one success to block the weapon.
Okay, cool. Right, so that's 8 plus 1, 9 minus 2, so 7.
8 close combat.
I have a 5. I have 5 in strength, 3 in close combat.
Righty.
Yeah, and then I've got plus 1 for melee on top of that, for armed combat, and then so it's 9 minus 2, so 7. And I have got 2 successes.
Okay.
Yay.
Yes, I don't know. As he tries to stab you, you've grabbed the rifle, I would imagine, or blocked. I don't think you've... I mean, I know you had the shiv dice, but it feels more dramatic for it to be you grabbing the rifle while the guy's trying to stab you.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's trying to stab you. You've grabbed the rifle in your hands and you've almost literally wrenched it, sort of sideways. It's landed in the sandbag next to your head. You feel the sort of the cold edge of the rifle slam against your cheek as the bayonets lances between your shoulder and your head in that gap into the sandbag behind you, giving you a moment of real, that's a bit close. Now, RC, while you are also ducked and covered, someone is trying to stab... Oh, okay. I'm gonna spend one of my many foo bars to have another go at that. Let's do that. And still 2 1s. Okay. Well, that was anyway. Whatever.
Yeah. So I just sort of am crouched in the pit, looking at a German that's a bit fumbling around a bit.
Yeah, he's run in with the rifle in hand. His mate's gone off to one side and tried to lance the bayonet into the guy who's right next to the entrance. You're just on the other side of him. He's watched that go down. He's then turned around and gone, seen you. And then he's like tripped as he's gone to stab you, falling to one side. All right. So that's what's happening there. You've gunned down the other guy. You've commanded the unit to move forward. That guy now gets his action, as in the guy in the barn. How many dice is he going to roll? Wow, yeah, jeez. Okay. That's a lot of dice. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of dice. Okay. All right, you hear the MP40 going off in the barn.
Oh.
Hold on, remind me, what's an MP40?
Submachine gun. So the guy that ducked into... Thank you, Jonathan.
Oh my God, he's killing prisoners or something.
You may or may not be correct. I would not want to lead the witness. So yes, you hear the MP40 going off in the barn and you hear screams. All right, that is what happened there. Next round, smashing along. So Max. Max, you're right at the door now with 2 other guys. Sorry. You hear the MP40 going off inside the barn. What do you want to do? And voices yelling at the same time.
Yeah, I'll probably I'll probably try to kick the door and trying to take a shot or whatever, finding this gun.
Yep. Okay. So you smash the door open. Before you see there's a bunch of guys in US Army uniforms, definitely paratroopers, obviously. Some of them are lying on the ground. They've been shot. In front of you is this German who's offloaded his MP40 just actually into the group. He's standing tall. He's got the smoking gun in hand. He's desperately reloading his submachine gun when you smash through the door. What would you like to do?
Yeah, probably seeing this will fuel my anger.
Yep.
And I will probably go. I will empty my magazine on him.
Okay.
If this is possible.
You can do burst fire.
You'll do 3 shots.
You can do 3 shots. Yeah. So basically, click, click, click. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that'll give you 1 bonus die.
Mm-hmm. 1 bonus die. Okay, so ranged weapon. Sorry, I'm still.
No, that's
okay. So,
dude, you're doing super well considering.
Okay.
2 minutes before we started the game. Anyway, go.
Okay, so 4 for range combat and 1 extra die.
Yep, and
I cannot do the fast action for aiming, right? Because it's a burst, or I can take my time to aim.
No, I think you can. You kicked the door open though, so no, that was your fast action. You open the door, so you got 5 dice.
Okay, come on, effect dice. Show me your magic. I got 1 success and I got a 1.
Well, you can.
That's all you need. 1 success. Roll a d10.
That's right. Roll the d10.
Roll a d10. Okay.
Yep.
Roll a d10. Come on, show me a good number.
The doesn't fill me with joy. Don't know if it's just me, but that doesn't sound that great.
Yeah, it's the one.
Kills the moment.
Now, if you want, I don't know, I can't even remember if it's written down against Lucky Strikes, but I don't really care. If you want, you can use the Lucky Strike you have, which is kind of your magic super die, super choice thing, to re-roll the damage roll. I will allow you to do so if you would like.
Yeah.
If you would like to make this,
please,
if you'd like an attempt at a more impressive damage roll, please make an attempt.
Yeah, please, because it's really will ruin my moment. It's more better. It's an 8.
Way better. Okay. Yeah. And the damage bonus of the weapon is 1. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Which means we push into 9, which I am pretty sure is 3 points of damage and a crit.
Cool.
9 is a crit.
Roll another d10 then, Mohammed.
Roll 2 d10 even.
Oh, okay. Nice. Beginner's luck. Okay.
Tell me what the first one is and then the second one.
The first one is my favorite one. It's a 1.
So it's in the head. Oh, hold on. A 1 is a leg wound. Yeah.
And the second one, 8.
Ravaged flesh. Your leg has been ravaged and you're bleeding out. The wound is so severe that any medical aid test to stabilize you suffers -1 die and penalty. All right. So yes, you've shot him in the leg as you charge through. He is clearly badly injured and he collapses to the ground, yelling something in German.
I can understand German, so what he's saying?
No, you cannot. What would you like the other 2 guys who are with you to do?
Can Max? I think Max can understand German, can he?
Max can. Yes, sorry, Max. You
fluent in German. Yeah.
Fluent in German. Well, he's clearly yelling, "You bloody bastard!" and perhaps even with more expressive language than I just gave it.
Yeah, probably I will answer with more colorful language. Because
What do you want the guy or the 2 guys who've run in with you to do? Do you want them? Do they just empty? I guess the question is, do you want them to just empty their gun into this guy?
If there is any other soldiers?
The only other soldiers in this room at the moment are American paratroopers, some of who have been shot with a submachine gun.
Yeah. I guess let's kill this bastard.
Yep. Okay. We'll just rule that that's what they do then. All right. So they're emptying their guns into the thing. You've loaded up your you've built your
Bazooka.
Unfortunately, the loader has run off with Muhammad, having followed his order to charge forward, leaving you holding a tube with really no way. Well, yeah.
Okay. I am interested in what the SS guys are doing in the Beetle.
Yeah, so they've jumped into the Cooper wagon. They're clearly not sticking around.
I am going to run up to the barn doors because, as I said, I'd follow them.
Yep.
But I've got my eyes on the Pivel wagon. What they're doing?
Okay. Well, what they're doing is they're bundling the woman who they had with them into the Cooper wagon with them. These are truly despicable individuals, and starting the car up.
Shit. Can I take a snapshot at one of them, even though I've got a bazooka in one hand? So I'd be firing my carbine one-handed.
So you're running up. You've got the bazooka kind of under one arm. You've got the M1 Garand carbine in the other hand, and you're firing from the hip.
Yeah. Can I?
I'm going to say yes, but I am going to ask you to apply -2 dice to that roll.
-2. Okay. Yeah. I don't have all that many dice anyway in range combat, but let's give it a go. So this is my usual selection. I'm taking 2 of those away and rolling 2 6s. No.
Okay. So you're just emptying. So needless to say, firing a carbine while running across an open piece of field while carrying a bazooka is not actually that accurate an activity. But I give you points for,
Okay. I tell you what, I'm pushing that roll. No, so bad. No, still nothing.
But it's also no foo bars, so
But no foo bars either.
All right. So, meanwhile, in the other dugout, we have a desperate, fight for survival as men with bayonets try and stab men who don't have bayonets. Ripper, what do you want to do? There's a guy who just tried to, jam you up with a knife stuck to the end of a pole.
Do you know what? That makes me angry.
It does.
What? So angry, I would class it as possibly going into a rage. A rage that provides +2 die for close combat attacks and guts checks for the remainder of the session. The remainder of the combat encounter. So I can't parry anymore by doing this, but I am going full barbarian, D&D barbarian now. Full anger, pulling out a shiv and lurching at the guy who's just tried to attack me.
All right, roll your many ridiculous numbers of die.
Yeah, it would be. It would be 11 die, except for I've got 2 wounds, -2 on the wounds thing, so it's 9 die. I've got to re-roll. Oh my shitting Christ! I'm gonna make. Oh, that's a 1. The re-roll was a 1, but that doesn't matter because I've rolled 4 successes.
Okay, so the German, who not a small guy, not a big guy, but not a small guy, completely misunderstood the power dynamic in this relationship, and had assumed that the guy who was crouched down in the corner was actually quite small. Completely last bad decision moment. All right, so with 4 successes, you can. Well, actually, you said you're full barbarian, so I'm assuming you're just going to throw all the successes into damage.
Yeah. There's no thought of intelligence here. This is all full rage now.
All right,
this
is
1
success to hit, 3 bonus for +3 to the damage roll. So that gives you, I think, a D10 +4 for damage.
Okay. D10 +4 for damage is 6 +4 is 10.
Yeah, so that's a roll 2d10 for me and tell me what you get.
All right. I get really shit. 3 for the first and 1 for the second.
Okay, so yes, you lance up and lance a blade into his leg. It is, however, but a flesh wound, and I can use that line. It is a flesh wound. Count your lucky stars. Other than a painful but superficial wound, you're okay. Well, except that you've taken 3 points of damage and you collapse on the ground bleeding out. But sure, I mean, conceptually, you're okay. You jam the blade right into his calf, and he's like collapsed on the ground, blood pooling out of his leg, and he's yelling. He's holding the rifle sort of in two hands, but he's kind of holding it up, as in I give up. At this point, as he lays on the ground. RC, what are you doing?
Well,
There's
I
a man
have my
desperately trying to
Thompson.
stab you, except he's hopeless.
Yeah, I have my Thompson in hand, and
Right.
it was sort of pointing in the general direction of that
Yep.
German idiot,
Yeah.
fumbling idiot. So I'm gonna burst short range at him.
Then burst short range you shall.
Yes, and I think that's, if I count it right, that should be 12 die for me.
I'm
Do I
sure.
need to make a
guts check? No, you do not.
a guess check? Okay.
They've stopped firing. Sorry, they have stopped shooting like it's an assault. So they've stopped shooting into the bunker because their own guys are actually the ones standing up. By the way, you've got 3 dice already selected just before you, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Just clear and...
No. Yeah, I've got 12 now.
Okay. That's 2 successes, if I read it correctly.
Yeah. I've got one. Yeah, 2. Yep, exactly. 2 successes. You want a D10 from me now?
I do, and the damage bonus of the SMG is...
+2.
Yep. Do you want to add 1 to that with your additional success to make it +3?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, go for it. Or do you want to bank that bonus and turn it into a lucky strike?
I have 2 lucky strikes already. So
well, then I guess no.
Add another one.
Yeah, go.
Oh God, glad I added those 2 because it's only a 1 I rolled.
Yep, so it's a 4, which does 1 point of damage. So you spray bullets in the general direction of the guy.
It's a +2, remember?
Yeah, so 2 and then 1 for the bonus was +3, so that's a 4 in total. It's still only 1 point of damage. Okay, but I am ruling, for the sake of simplicity, the Germans fall like 9 pins, unless they are special Germans. All right, so he collapses away from you. At this point, the Germans... yeah, I'll do that. Okay, yep. All right, so now it's Germans go. German. No. I got them. Why not? Give it another whirl. Let's... boom. Ooh, yes. Okay. You hear as the 2 Germans who launched the assault kind of collapse away and there's submachine gun fire. You hear a loud, yell in German, and a long stick. Yay! Yeah, about, what would it be? About 30 centimeters long, maybe slightly shorter than that. Lances into the dugout. They're better at throwing than you, apparently. Right. You both... yeah, let's do that. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. All right. A grenade goes off in the dugout with you. They threw a grenade, bastards. However, and I think this actually, 1 point of damage puts.
Spend all your foobar. Go on, spend all your foobar.
I did spend a foobar. I re-rolled to land the grenade in the dugout because I missed with the first roll.
But you got loads of foobar. Spend some more on the damage. Sorry, I shouldn't be saying this.
You do understand I rolled a 1 for damage, right? So it would be a waste. I don't know. You both take 1 point of damage, so I think that makes RC minus... RC, you can apply the damage to either of your 2 physical stats, so you can shift it to the other stat. And same for you, Ripper.
Sorry, where do I take the damage exactly?
It's up to you. So you can take it in either agility or strength. You take a point of endurance damage, and you can apply a condition to either of your two spaces. So you can take advantage of that. Same with you, Ripper.
So just to clarify, these Germans launched a grenade into the same bunker that they had their own troops in.
Yeah, bastards.
Absolute bastards. All right, so I can put one on agility, right?
Yes,
is that right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, 100%.
Cool.
Yeah, I put one on agility as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So
Great.
you guys are getting worn down. All right. So shifting straight across, then you guys have gunned down the German in the barn. Now, $1 million question. Max, you're actually a trained combat medic.
Yeah, I would probably.
There
I was saying.
There are paratroopers bleeding out on the ground.
Sure, that's what I'm aiming to do next. That I want to aid any. The two guard with me would probably one help me and one just stay on guard, and I will try to heal any injured.
Okay.
I will check who is the most want to be assisted, and I will go to him. Can
you make, and I'll just check what the combat medic talent does for you. That's right, there's no. Small side note, please bookmark your PDFs. Just saying. Super helpful. Skills and their uses, yeah. Okay, getting to talents eventually. Oh, there it is. Okay. Command, here we go. Getting close. Guts, nerves of steel, stoic. Combat medic. +1 to medical aid tests for healing non-critical endurance or conditions. All right, well, we'll give it to you for now, so go for it. So you get a bonus die.
Okay, so I already have 6, and I will get another one.
Which is 7.
7.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woof. 4 successes.
Okay, so you're basically triaging these guys and stabilizing wounds. That's the declaration of action. Of the 8 or so guys who are in, and I'll look it up. I'll look up the exact number in a sec. But of the 8 or so guys who are in the barn, one of them is just dead. So 2 of them have taken critical injuries, and a couple of them have taken minor wounds. You're basically stabilizing the critical injuries at this point. So you're stabilizing those 2 guys. Okay, cool. I think it would be your go, Eric. Eric? What you doing, Eric?
Right, they haven't pulled away in their Kubel wagon yet.
No, they're actually, they've started the car by this point and are starting to pull onto the road, yes.
Okay, I will drop my bazooka, kneel into a secure firing position, and shoot.
Okay, so just to remind you, there is a French civilian in the Kubel wagon.
Exactly. I'm aiming for one of the drivers. That's why I'm not using the bazooka.
Okay. Make a shot. Have a shot.
Okay. I'm shit at this. Bugger. Where am I? Agility. Here we go. Range combat. I get. I'm going to do 3 shots again. 3 bullets again.
Yeah.
And aiming and shooting.
Okay.
Please, God. No! 1-6. Is that enough?
Yeah, it's always enough.
A whole bunch of
year
fives.
0. Oh, are you thinking of increasing it?
Yeah. No, well, I'm gonna count on the luck of my D10.
Ooh, I like it. I like the ambition.
You have a lucky strike with you? Or?
Have I got a lucky strike left? How many lucky strikes am I? Experience. Where do I keep my lucky? I've still got a lucky strike,
Do you want to use it?
so I could re-roll without any danger. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
You
taking
can-
that 6 off the table.
Okay. And re-rolling
taking
the
that 10 off the
remainder
table.
of the dice.
So I've got that many and roll again. Oh, fuck it. Never mind. Okay.
All right. D10.
Roll my D10.
Oh!
Why?
Okay, so, yeah, all right, 2d10. Give me what you got. First D10, second D10.
Clear that. First D10 is roll. Well, 3.
No, it can't be a 3. Oh, it can be a 3, actually. Ooh. Okay, yeah, all right. Yep. I know how to play that. Mm-hmm. And then the second one, please.
5.
It's 5.
It's in his leg. Okay.
All right, so actually what happens is you are shooting through the car.
Mm-hmm.
Because his lower torso, which is where the bullets actually hit, is protected by the vehicle. So actually, yeah, all right, that'll do. So you shoot into the vehicle and you see you don't actually hit him. However, you see the one of the wheels has clearly has been knocked badly, because it's a Cooper wagon. It's not like a tank or anything. It can be taken out by bullets. And the vehicle is racing down the road, but you see it veer off into the tree line of the orchard further down the road. So where that orchard is, you see the Cooper wagon sort of go off the road as this guy loses control of the vehicle for a moment and smash into a tree. And you see the Germans bundling out and kind of running down the road, but probably leaving the French woman behind. It's all too much like hard work at this point. Okay. Yep.
Running towards Saint-Marie du Mont.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Running towards Saint-Marie du Mont. Exactly right. Okay, so we've dealt with the grenades, we've dealt with that, you've done that. Okay, Ripper and RC, what you doing?
I'm guessing at this point our dugout is free of Germans.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Ripper, go ahead. You were going to say something.
Oh, is my guy dead now? Is he?
Yeah, he's dead. Well, he's no threat. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right. Cool. He's still in a rage. He's where's the nearest German?
In the dugout right next to you, where the grenade just came from.
All right. Cool. Charging it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Shiv.
Okay. So you charge across the open ground. You charge along the slip trench. Sorry, there's a couple of Germans in there. I'm going to give them a shot as you charge because I think that's legit. And then we'll see how your day goes.
Yeah, could end prematurely.
Okay, there's a hit.
Oh, that's going to take him down, I think.
Oh.
Can I use a lucky strike to stop a hit?
You can.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I think yes, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
If you can, I will. I will do that.
I think that's a legit use of a lucky strike. Yes, I think saving your life from a hit is absolutely. And I will check the rules at some point, but because I don't care enough about the rules, here we go. Lucky strikes. You can push, add 2 dice, reroll the damage roll, chain a mind to play point, gain a fast action, remove suppression, roll 1 die, roll a critical result, either rolled against you or rolled against another. So you can. Oh, you can make me re-roll the crit roll that I just rolled. The damage roll I just rolled.
Well, I may as well do that. Yeah.
That might be wise. Yeah, it's enough to make it not a critical injury, so that's a start.
Great.
You do, however, take 2 points of damage, which I'm pretty sure is that going to take you down?
Yeah, that takes me down. Yeah, that knocks me out.
Okay, all right. So you charge across the open ground. You get shot, and fall to unconsciousness. Okay, let me just check. I'm assuming that crits and hey, if Dave's watching, you can just answer the question. Hey, Dave, are you watching? Because if you are, maybe you could just
He
tell
hasn't
me.
commented.
He said he'd watch. Do better, Dave. I was going to ask, if you get knocked to 0, do you automatically take a critical hit? No, you only take a critical hit if you take 3 points of damage. Okay, all right, good answer. All right, no, you don't take a critical hit, which is lucky because I rolled a critical hit and it was a head hit with a 10.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So that would have been instant death. All right. So Ripper falls at this point. RC, what are you doing?
Actually, since Ripper storms by me, I'm thinking to my. I'm sort of saying, no, not that idiot, and I have to follow him because can't let him do it on his own.
Okay.
So I run close behind him, and when he trips, I sort of jump over him, and at the entrance of the dugout, I just empty my clip into it, trying to hit whatever I can see from.
So once again,
enemy
important point,
that's
if you're
there.
emptying your clip, are you just trying to suppress everyone in the dugout, or are you actually trying to hit someone's?
I'm actually trying to hit someone, basically the first one I see.
Okay, all right.
And then
roll.
the rest of the spray is basically hitting. No, I'm not going to do a full auto. I'm going to do a burst.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
what I figured.
I'm going to do a burst.
Yep.
So that was 12 die, but I get a -1 for my the loss of my agility, so that should be 11.
Oh yeah, because you're
11
using the
d6.
goddamn SMG. That's right. That's why it's so deadly. Go.
Exactly. That's the reason why I'm so upfront.
2
That's,
6s.
2 6s. Yep.
And
So
no wounds.
yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So clear, and I'll roll a d10 then.
And
Oh, hold on. Now I've got 2 successes.
Yep.
It does. Can I split that over 2 soldiers or not?
Yeah, why not? Yep.
Okay. So do I roll the? Yeah. Do I roll the 2
D10
d10
separately?
at the
Yep.
same time?
Yep.
Or do you want me to roll them separately?
Oh, I don't care. Just roll 2d10. Oh, okay. They both go down. Do you want to roll 2d10 for each one, or actually, do you just want to roll a d10 for each one, and we'll work out where they're hit? That'll do.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. That's the first one. That's a 6. Let's say that's the first one I hit.
Yep.
And then a 4 for the second one.
God, you guys love limbs. Okay, all right. So there's 2 guys standing next to each other. They've just shot Ripper as he's tried to charge into the thing. You've stepped over Ripper, who's lying on the ground, going, and then just sprayed both of them with a machine gun fire. Bullets pattern across one guy's chest. He falls back, obviously pretty much dead immediately. The second guy is hit in the upper shoulder, collapses away from the shot. There's 2. So now there's 2 Germans left in this bunker. In this dugout. I keep on saying bunker. I do mean dugout. And you've just taken out the last 2 kind of soldiers. infantry in this dugout. There's a guy who looks like he might be a commander, and an artillery sergeant by the looks of it. So probably both carrying pistols. Okay. At that point, I think it is your turn, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I
no, sorry,
stabilized
you're
more.
healing people. I think you that's going to take more.
Ah.
Sorry, yeah. No, I just thought.
Okay.
So unless
sure, no
you,
problem.
yeah, it's going to take you a little bit of time. Okay, so that just leaves you then, Eric. What do you want to do, Eric?
Right. I've got nobody commanding me. I've got the captain that we despise running up behind us.
Yeah.
So what I should be doing is clearing the farmhouse. However, I'm going to do the romantic thing and run up to the Kubelwagen and see whether the woman is injured.
Okay, so we're both on the same page. The 2 square dugouts between
Oh,
you
right. Okay.
do have
They've
Germans
got people
in them.
in, have they?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Maybe I'm not going to do that. Okay, then.
But you do have a bazooka and potentially a loader. I'm just giving you options.
Yeah, but my loader's in the barn. And so, given that my proximity to the dugouts, I think I might chuck a grenade into the one nearest to me.
Okay, throw a grenade. Calisthenics away, my friend. And you can aim.
And I can aim. Right, I will do that because I'm 1 down on calisthenics anyway.
Yeah.
So, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that one. There we go. So that's my total. No, shit. Then add the 1. What am I doing? Right, so that's my total roll. Oh, arse. Push
you guys
that.
are terrible with grenades. So bad.
I'm not terrible with grenade. I got a hit.
You got a hit. Grenade
And no
lands in
fubars.
bunker. Roll a d10 for me.
Roll a d10.
Yeah. Okay.
7.
Yeah. You hurl the grenade in and you hear Jones go, ah, as the grenade goes off. Boom. Goes grenade. Okay. So you've landed it. At this point, a whole swarm of your own side have now kind of reached the combat and are making their way through. Now we do have this thing where we're meant to be making battle rolls. So we will make a battle roll. So this is the mechanic that our mate Dave came up with for resolving the sort of broader conflict. I'm going to ask for. Actually, I think it should be. Let's give it to the doctor because he's busy doctoring in the corner. Okay, so the force size was. So technically, it starts off with each unit having 7 die, and that is based on the fact that you've got better equipment than them. Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone.
So we're outnumbered but better equipped.
They were down in their bunkers. However, because I like the idea of players influencing outcome of battle rolls, I'm going to give you. So I'll roll 7 dice -2 because you've actually cracked their defensive line. So I'm going to take away their sort of defensive line, which is facing in the wrong direction anyway. Giving them 5 dice and you 7 die. If that is okay. So, Mohammed, it's on you, buddy.
So you roll 7 dice, Mohammed?
7 dice. Okay.
76.
4,
76.
5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Don't fill me effect dice. Don't fill me. Yeah. No successes.
Okay.
They failed you.
Yeah, they failed me.
Would you like to spend? Yes, I will allow you to, but only on the expenditure of a lucky strike.
Okay. Okay. I don't know.
He's used both his lucky strike, I think.
I guess yes. I had used my both. I used both, and I got a 1. So
Ooh, okay.
so I will. I will not. For the 1, I don't roll the 1.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay. Well, that's one more than I got.
And 2 1s, but 2 1s doesn't count. Okay.
All right. So
and 2 1s. So you. Okay. So yeah, I got 2 1s also.
roll once per success on the battle roll. Okay. Roll a d66 for me, please.
D66. Okay. 24.
Oh, I see. We're meant to be doing the battle phase at the end of each round. Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. All right, we'll remember that next time. Okay. What'd you get?
24.
24. Enemies under enormous pressure. This force rolls, they roll twice and make the next result. Okay, all right. And then roll a d6 for me. A d10, please.
D10. Okay. 3.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Because I don't want to drag this battle out, and I'll do better next time with keeping track of the battle dice in the process. All right. So there's a quick but rapid escalation of violence, and your unit pushes past you and takes out the remaining two dugouts. Quick summation of the battle. So the German unit is surrendering. You've run up. I assume at this point, once you get pushed past, you make a beeline for the orchard. Is that correct, Eric? To do the gallant thing?
Only when the Germans are dead. Now, you reminded me of my responsibilities.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that I reminded you of your responsibilities. Makes me happy. So you are therefore staying there. The unit moves past. There's a rapid escalation in violence, but you've broken the back of the Germans, and you take out the emplacement. Now, at this point, we've got Ripper on the ground, unconscious, but only unconscious. We've got RC, yourself, Eric, and yourself, Max, all somewhat injured, I think. Everyone's taken some hits, I think, through this fight. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think I've got 2 hits because I've only have 2 out of 4 endurance, so I must have taken a hit last time as well.
I am not sure if I've taken any. I don't know.
No, I think, Mohammed, you haven't.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Can I heal any of my teammates?
You can, please, and you actually get that bonus die that we just talked about.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone could point at my body for a bit, that would be great. You know,
Yeah.
let the medic know I'm down here.
Yeah. Yeah, probably I will scout the area. Yeah, I'll find you in the dugout.
Yeah, I sort of shout medic, and I point towards where Ripper is.
Yeah, emotionless, just medic that idiot on the ground.
Yeah,
what he's
with
done.
with a sort of, oh no, that again, look on my face. Yeah, he's down.
You've seen it in basics too many times.
All right, make a first aid check,
And-
please. With
And
your
when
full
the medic
7 die.
approaches, I say, yeah,
Yeah.
it's him
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, 7 dice. Yeah.
Come
One
on, Hamid.
success. One success. Is it enough, or should I push?
Let me see. Choose to target either endurance or a specific condition prior to rolling die. Either or. Okay. Wow. So when do you heal if you haven't done that? Do you just heal at the...
You can heal without medic. You can heal 1 endurance per hour if you have rest.
Right. Okay. All right.
That's outside of combat.
So you will get rest between sessions after this. So I think we'll just rule that he's woken you up so you can participate in what follows, rather than worry particularly about conditionality.
So I have 1 endurance now. That's out of my 5, right?
Yes, but you are conscious.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
So do we all gain 1 endurance again?
Not yet. So he's
We've not had any rest
Okay,
yet.
okay. Yeah,
but
okay.
you will
No,
get
fair
rest
enough.
at the end of this session, so you will all be fully healed by the time we get to the next encounter. All right, so there are... You can now see the captain stalking around. So this is Captain Parks, Hamilton Parks, Hamilton. There's the rest of the units kind of pulled up at this point, including the 2 first lieutenants, Roy Milton and Steve Lavelle. Parks is sort of stalking around, checking on the men, making sure they're okay. The rest of you can, and particularly you guys, were right in the action, having kicked off the fight. But some of the guys who are following in behind are sort of commenting on the fact that Parks was at the back of the unit on the second assault. So that follow-up assault that came in behind you, Parks wasn't actually in the front of. It was actually Lavelle and Milton who were in the front. So, Parks is going around, he's checking, he's got this kind of soft sort of bache voice. Are you guys all right? Great to see what you did there, sort of thing. But it's not really leadership, right? It's kind of all a bit soft. Meanwhile, Lavelle and Hamilton are kind of glaring daggers at each other. They famously don't get on. And when I say famously, I mean they hate each other's guts. Most of you are aware of this. The last captain kept it under control by just sheer force of will. You've heard that they basically one-up each other all the time, to the point of Milton stealing a motorcycle that Lavelle had requisitioned. Lavelle basically tried to, and probably successfully, dated Milton's girlfriend in England. And just before the jump, they actually got into it with each other and were pulled apart by their own men. Now,
I'm not liking the tension here. Now I'm going off to the orchard.
Okay, you head over to the orchard. As you start to leave the unit to walk towards the orchard, you see, so Parks has kind of noticed you kind of wandering off. Soldier, where are you going?
There's an injured civilian in the Kubel wagon up there.
Well, but there might be... No, you can't just go by yourself. There might be Germans in the orchard. Just wait a second, we'll get...
They ran up towards some Rue de Mont.
I'm...
This
Well, okay. Just be careful.
is...
Just be careful. 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 Just be careful.
Yes, Captain. Aye. I give him
a
a
salute.
very lax
Salute.
but I
He's already
head off.
turned away from you. He's already disengaged with whatever you're doing. All right, and you go over to check the Kuba wagon. So there's a Kuba wagon. It's empty. You get there. The French woman who was in the back has been thrown to the ground and clubbed. Not shot, however. But definitely
Clubbed by one of the Germans in their escape.
Yes, absolutely. So she's lying unconscious by the side of the vehicle, temple wound, and blood sort of around the scalp.
Okay, I know my perception isn't that good, but I'm gonna, given that I can't actually, I'm no medic. I'm gonna just scout around and make sure there's no satchels of important Nazi documents in this Kubelwagen.
Okay, do it.
And that would be.
Now you can spend a lucky strike to adjust the narrative of a scene.
Oh, if only I had a lucky strike though, mate. I think I've spent them all.
Right, yes, that's right.
But lovely idea.
Do I have one lucky strike left? I remember that conversation now. All right.
Let me have a bit of a scout round. I'm not the best. Well, I found something.
So,
Nice.
Okay. Actually, I know exactly what you find. You find a series of you find what are clearly orders. They're in German. Oh,
Right.
Do you read German as well?
My mate Maximilian reads German.
Right. Okay. All right. Good. So you find a small, effectively a small set of orders.
Can I? So I'll pocket those. Can I lift the woman onto her feet? No, I can carry her. I'm a big, strong man, even though I'm injured.
You are a big, strong man. I mean, come on, man. Pull it together.
I will carry her, not in a fight. In my arms. Like the beast from the orchard, I will come rising out of there with a beautiful,
hopeless romantic.
Yes.
I am, yeah. Do you want me to make a calisthenics tech?
No, I will grant you.
Good, thank you.
In the grand Year Zero engine tradition, don't roll dice if you don't have to. The don't roll dice if you don't have to rule.
So I'm carrying her back to Maximilian, who of course is not only somebody who can read German, but somebody who can fix beautiful women and others.
Don't worry, I won't steal your thunder, man. Okay.
That's okay.
I'm checking her wound.
I just want to impress upon Maximilian, you're my buddy. We work as a team. We steal each other's thunder. We build each other's thunder. We echo around. We're top. No problem.
We are the storm.
We are the storm.
I'll tell you one thing. All of you need to get better at calisthenics. You're shit at throwing grenades. Anyway,
Fuck you! I went straight through the window of that farmhouse.
Not you, mate. Obviously, you're the outlier in this story. I mean, I just want to make.
Hey, I've been 100% accurate with my 3 grenades.
Yeah, but I need to build a mythology around your incompetence. So just work with me on this. Right? Work with me. All right. So I don't want to feel like the mythology is getting undermined too soon. All right. So you come back with the woman. Max, would you like? You can treat her once again. Year Zero Engine 101. So no need to roll dice. You just treat her. She recovers, but obviously is sobbing because her husband was gunned down right in front of you, in the field between the last dugout and the farmhouse.
That's brutal.
You get shoved a series of orders Who do you notify that you have this package of orders? Do you just give them to Max,
well,
or do
I've
you
got
notify someone?
my first, we're going to give them to the captain, but I know Max reads German, and
Yeah.
unless they're in code, let's get what we can get out there.
Okay, all right. So you're giving the orders to our mate Max. Max, you're being handed a bundle of what are clearly German orders.
Trusting my buddy Eric, I'll try to read them to check what they're all about before we hand it to our captain.
Okay.
Because
We don't want to
I guess
waste his time, after all.
No, I mean, no, fair.
the two captains are completely seems they're two completely incompetent. So yeah, we'll try to just read it first.
All right. So these are orders made out to SS officer Hauptsturmführer.
Yeah.
Hauptsturmführer. Should I pronounce it? Email will do for now. Hauptsturmführer. So Captain Wolfgang Daneker. The orders are the orders are for the SS Secret Intelligence Service, the elite Scheißenheisten. Anyway, I'm not even going to try. Anyway, SS Secret Intelligence. The captain has been given full authority to deal with partisan activity in the region and take any measures he feels fit or necessary to control the outbreak of partisan activity that has occurred. Summary execution of terrorists of any nature, obviously, is a useful tactic for suppressing behavior. Further to that, should any soldiers display a lack of courage under fire, in particular retreat, in complete rejection of the Führer's there shall be no retreat from the Atlantic Wall order, the captain is entitled to mete out summary justice. So basically it's his authority to act. His formal authority to act that you have.
Yeah, he sees my face turned completely red with anger, and I will translate the document to him.
Well, we better get this over to the captain, eh?
So as you're taking it over to the captain, you see Milton coming across. He can see you've got a bunch of papers in your hand. Milton's coming across to you. What have you got there?
Milton is one of the lieutenants, right?
Correct. Spot on.
I salute properly because I possibly have more respect for Milton than I do for the captain. And say, I found these in a Kubelwagen. The officers escaped, but they left these here.
Right.
They're in German.
Well, damn it. We'll need someone to translate them.
Maximilian here, he reads German, and I give him a quick praise here of what it said.
Right, good man. All right, well, give them to me. I'll so
you'll make sure they'll get to headquarters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But first of all, so
I have no idea what headquarters were at. At this stage of the invasion,
the headquarters you're standing next to at this point in the invasion.
Yeah.
Because the actual landing hasn't begun yet. There are no.
Yeah.
The highest commanding officer is the ones who've jumped. And you don't have a radio at this point to ring back because most of the radios were destroyed on landing or while jumping. Perhaps it's better language. So it's just you guys really. So Milton grabs both Max and the letters, recognizing that he actually wants someone who can actually read out the letters. to come with him and starts to make his way across to the captain with that. You see Lavelle.
I pat Max on the back
Buddy.
and just, let him go.
You see Lavelle
Giving
kind
him
of coming
reassurance.
up, sort of when he sees that this is happening. You see Lavelle also sort of coming in, and they're both basically, it's like watching, two ships steaming towards a port, a very thin entrance to a port. Neither of them are slowing down, and yet you feel one of them has to go first for them to both fit through. Otherwise, it's going to end in tears. And in effect, Lavelle is basically...
Surely the one with Max is going to...
Oh, no, absolutely. But Lavelle is basically saying that you, as in Max, he's pretty sure you're in his unit, and therefore, what the hell is Milton doing with his man? And it's kind of playing out directly in front of you at this point. This gets quite nasty very quickly as both of them start to shout. Parks is ineffectually sort of standing there watching this happen for a second. He gets really red, that kind of just frustrated red on the face, and starts shouting at the both of them to shut up. We need to, I need to know what's going on here, and I don't have time for this, and what are you two doing anyway? And pulls Max out from between both of them. Who are you, soldier, and what have you got in your hand?
Private Maximilian, sir. My friend Eric found this document while courageously rescue one of the civilians. He has a good merit, this fellow, Private Eric.
Right, and...
we found this document giving orders to the German to do some nasty business to the rebels here.
Well, okay,
translate the document.
Okay. So you can speak German?
Yes, sir.
Did we know that? He turns to one of his... to one of the corporals who's standing, unfortunately, nearby at this point.
I put it in my my requisition. What you call it? My my submission papers.
Don't go too far, because when we need to talk to the Germans, you can help, right?
Hopefully, if there is people left after we kill them all, yeah.
He doesn't actually say you can help, right? By the way, it's me, not him. All right, so this is all going down. There's a slight pause. The unit is going to basically re-kit a little bit. Even though they're not here right now, I will assume that Cowboy and in particular, is it Cowboy is it Atticus or Cowboy who was carrying around the German rifle?
You can ask him in the chat.
Cowboy.
It was Cowboy.
because
right, okay.
he lost his rifle when in the jump.
So one of them, they basically give them a carbine, recovered from one of the dead bodies hanging in the trees, so that they can actually be using proper American equipment.
Oh, that's a good point. I should check the guys in the barn for grenades and particularly rocket rounds for the bazooka.
Okay, all right. Let's roll d6. All right, so checking for bazooka rounds. 2.
2 bazooka rounds.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was going to be 1 to 3 is 0, 4, 5, or a 6 was 1, 2, or 3. So got a 5. So definitely a couple.
Sure. For the bullets, I only have 15 in my carbine. Can I?
You've got a couple of rounds. You've got a number of clips. In addition to that, but yes, you can also recover any spent ammunition from the bodies.
Yeah, sure.
Can I pick up? Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I collect the dog tags of the fallen friends.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's important.
And since I used one of my grenades, I I pick up the grenades I can find in the dugout.
Yep. So hold
So,
on,
how
are you
many-
grabbing grenades off the dead paratroopers, or are you grabbing stick
The
grenades from the
German.
Germans?
Yeah, the stick grenades from the Germans. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you grab a couple of stick grenades.
I'd like to search the paratroopers for smoke and frag grenades and ammunition.
Okay. Well, I think you are able to recover just like they carry a full kit out of grenades and they basically still had them. So I'll assume you can recover any spent equipment you want. Just for your awareness, the big bunker, which I was waiting for, the big dugout, the long one, which I was half hoping someone was going to throw a grenade into, was an ammo dump. But sadly,
Oh, that would have been fun.
but sadly, no. Sadly, no one. I don't want to be downgraded from a 98.
We're too disciplined for that.
Nice.
Oh.
Yes, clearly it's well led, well organised unit. Okay, it's approaching 7:30 a.m. AEDT, or AEST, whatever it is, AEST. Sorry. So I will call it there. The next sessione will be the continuation of the assault on Sainte-Marie-de-Mont. And we will play the battle rules properly when we get there. So that'll be exciting. Exciting.
Wonderful.
Everyone good?
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Thomas. That was really good.
Yeah,
That was
Thomas,
good fun.
Nice one. And
Yeah.
I just want to say that this session, everyone was on its game, so that's good. Everyone was doing exactly what they wanted to do. No hesitations. That's nice.
Also, thank you, Mohammed, for your very late.
No, thank you for accepting me to play
Yeah,
today.
great job.
It's a good. Yeah.
You did well. If you're interested, Mohammed will be in London in the next, I think, day or 2 days. How long are you before you fly out, mate?
I'm flying on Sunday, next Sunday. Yeah, the 28th.
And Matt will be at the Free League stall at UK. Is it UKGE? Is that how you say it?
UK Games Expo. Yes.
Oh, I'm at UKGE.
Next
Yeah,
weekend.
I'll be there. I'll come say hello.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Come and join us
same
on the Free
also.
League stall for a bit.
I will.
I will attend also. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's up in Birmingham. Grab a ticket if you haven't already.
I booked it. That's the reason. I'm going
sweet.
To,
That's the reason you're
UK,
going. Oh, amazing. Oh, great. I hope you catch you both there.